Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Stansel and I will be your instructor for this course. What I want to do in this quick video is first introduce you to myself, and then we'll also talk about the course a little bit, focusing on the course policies and then also where you're going to find your various resources and assignments for this course. So as I said, my name is Dr. Stansel. I got my PhD from the University of Florida in molecular biology, and I've been teaching at the College of Central Florida since 2007. I routinely teach classes on campus and online in general biology and then also in microbiology. Now, I am available to you pretty much anytime throughout the week by email. You can reach out to me. I check my email every day and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. My goal is within 24 hours, but most of the time it's much quicker than that. So definitely feel free to reach out to me anytime you need to. My email address is listed at the top of the course syllabus, and it's also located in Canvas under the instructor information. My office is in Building 2 upstairs. You can also call me. If you call me, please make sure that you leave an email address if you are leaving a message. That will again help me to get back to you as quickly as I can. I am a resource here for you during this course, so definitely feel free to reach out to me when you have a need. Now, we're going to go through the course policies, and we'll also look at the course in Canvas so that you can familiarize yourself with where your resources and assignments are going to be located. Here you have a look at our course in Canvas. Now, this is an instructor view of the course, so it is going to look slightly different from yours, but the main course content is going to be located in the same place. When you open up the course, first thing you're going to see is some information about the course and the learning objectives, and then there's also going to be various links that are very commonly used. So we've put all these together here at the beginning to help you navigate around the course quicker. First thing I want to go to is the course syllabus. So I'm going to click on this link down here. I'm just going to open it in a new tab so that we can get an idea of what's contained inside this. And so for this course, you will find all of my contact information located at the top of the syllabus. Another important part that I want to focus on in the syllabus is the part about the textbook. If we scroll down here, you can see that there is a required textbook for this course. This is going to be Biology by OpenStax College, and it's a free textbook. So the good thing about that is that you do not have to purchase the textbook. You can access it for free online using the links provided within Canvas. But if you do feel better having a hard copy of the textbook, then you can buy that. That is available in the CF bookstore. You can also get it at a variety of websites such as Amazon. Okay, so again, it's optional to purchase a copy, but you do need to have a copy in front of you so that you can refer to it when you are taking the homework assignments. The assignments and the grades for this course will be of three types. You will have some homework assignments that you complete inside Canvas. You will have some lecture assignments. You will have to watch course lectures and you will get credit for that. And then we'll also have some exams. For all of those assignments, there are firm deadlines in place for them, and we have to make sure that we stick to those deadlines. So I will definitely hold students to that. If you do ever have any grade disputes, so if I do make a mistake in your grade, it can certainly happen. I am very open to reviewing that for you. So I do just ask that you bring any grade disputes to my attention within 1 week of grade posting, and then I can take another look at it. After 7 days, the assignment grade is going to be final. So make sure that you are looking at your grades regularly so that you have the opportunity to ask about them if there is a need. You can see the breakdown of your grade in the table down here at the bottom. Your semester grade is going to be 50% homework, 20% lectures, and 30% exams. If we just go on to the very last page of the course syllabus, I just want to point out a few things about the schedule. Your schedule may differ a little bit from this because this may have been created for a different term, but you can see that this course is broke into different modules. You will have 5 different modules in the course, and within each module, you will have homeworks, lectures, you will have a study sheet assignment, which is an optional extra credit assignment, and then that will finish up with an exam. What I want you to notice about this is that every assignment has a due date, and that is when I recommend that you get that assignment completed. However, I am somewhat flexible on the deadlines within the module. So within Module 1, everything must be submitted by the evening of the final deadline. So I will accept things late, as long as they are submitted by that final deadline. So that applies to everything with the exception of the study sheet. The study sheet is extra credit. It absolutely has to be submitted on time or you will not get any credit for that. I think the study sheet is going to help you a lot in your exam preparation, and that's really the main idea for it, but then I'll give you some extra points if you complete that also. That's the way the entire course is broken down, so we will work on one module at a time, again doing homework and lectures, and then finishing it up with a study sheet and an exam for that section. Now, if we go back to our Canvas course, I want to show you where to find everything. You will get started with the Getting Started module. This is going to take you right to our module page in the course, and you can see that you have a number of resources you want to take a look at for this course. The orientation video is the first link. Take a look at that. That's what I'm working on right now. That will give you an overview of the course policies. It's also going to show you where to find your resources in the course. The textbook is located here. So here's a look at the course textbook. Again, this is free online. You can use the link that is right there. You can download it as a PDF file. You can buy a copy of the textbook. Whatever you prefer, but you definitely want to have a copy so that you can use it throughout the course. There's also going to be some information about myself and my office hours. You will find that in the course. You will see some information about what you can do to be successful. A lot of this is going to be planning, so proper planning and discipline is going to make or break you in this course. We don't want to wait until the last minute to complete our assignments. So read through this. I think it will give you some useful tips. And then there's also going to be just some information on getting help with Canvas if you're having problems with that, how you can sign up for notifications on grades or assignment deadlines. And then we also have some information about tech support specifically at the College of Central Florida. So there are a lot of resources available to you if you are struggling. I am here to help you with the course content, and you can definitely reach out to me anytime you have trouble with the course content. We also have a lot of resources at CF that are devoted to technical support. So it's technical support with your computer, your browser. If you have something Canvas specific that you're having trouble with, the resources are there. You just have to reach out and let them know what the problem is so that they can help get you back on track. I like to see your Canvas profile pictures there. It adds some personality to the course. This being an online course, we don't see faces too much. So please add a picture. I would appreciate it. And then we do have, at the end of the Getting Started module, there is a syllabus quiz. Now this quiz must be completed successfully before you can get access to the course content. And this is just going to review and make sure that you do know what is expected of you in this course, you understand the course policies, and you are confirming that. You've gone through the syllabus, you've gone through this. Okay, so once you get that completed, then you're welcome to get started on the course content after the course opening date. Okay, but again, even if the date for the course opening has passed, you still have to finish the syllabus quiz. Now, if we go back to the home page, you can see that there are different modules. These correspond to the modules on your course schedule. We will be starting off with module number 1. Now, if we click on module number 1, you can also get to it using the module link in the left-hand navigation. If we go to module number 1, if you just look, you can see it has a final deadline, and we're going to start off with chapter 2. I'm going to go ahead and click on chapter 2 so that you can get an idea of what is here for each chapter. All of them are set up the same way. We've got a basic overview of what's expected of you for this chapter, what you need to make sure that you learn and you know how to do. And then these down here, they do open up to provide more content. So there is a chapter that you need to read, chapter 2 in this case. If you click the link, it'll take you right to that chapter in the website so that you can read it. There are lectures for the course. So these lectures, there are some graded ones. We'll get to those. So you will need to do them graded. After you've gone through them and earned your grade for that, if you want to go back to them just for studying and reviewing purposes, then the link to do that is located right there. So that's going to be YouTube lectures. They should be things that you can watch on any device really, just to review. In addition, there are a number of quick tutorials. So these are all pretty much, I aim for 10 minutes or less. Some of them are a little bit longer than 10 minutes, but a lot of them are just a few minutes long. And these are just some of the most difficult sections of the chapter that I see students continuously having trouble with. So those are places to go if you know of a specific topic that you're really struggling on. We have some practice questions, supplemental materials. One that I want to bring to your attention down here is the practice quiz. The practice quiz is a Canvas quiz. There is a pool of questions in there, and it is strictly for practice. So you don't have to do it, but I think it provides a good resource as you're prepping for the exams in this class. I encourage you to go through it when you're just working on Chapter 2. For example, look at the quiz for Chapter 2. If you do it a number of times, you're going to get some different questions. Eventually, you will exhaust all of those questions and you'll start to get some repeats. But again, I think it's a good idea to go through it a number of times as you are preparing for your exams. In some cases, there may be some additional websites that you have for that chapter that you can take a look at. These are not things that I put together, but they are websites that I have come across that I think cover the information very well. So once you've gone through this information on the page and you're ready to go on to the assignments for the chapter, we can click this next button, and that's going to bring you to the lectures. The lectures are something that you're going to need to load in a new window. It may take a few seconds to load, as you can see that happening here, but once it's ready, you're going to have a play button on the screen, and when you hit that play button, you're going to enter in your name. Okay, so when you put your name in there, you can then hit continue, and once you hit continue, you will see that the lecture is going to come up. You will hear audio along with that lecture, and every so often there'll be a multiple choice question on the screen that you're going to answer. Okay, so as you go through this, you can get an idea on the bottom here, kind of the progress of it. Some of them are longer than others. And you can see that it's made up of different lectures, and you can see those links over here on the side. So lecture 1, then you have lecture 2. These all go along with this specific chapter. Some chapters may have 2 lectures, some may have 4 or 5, depending on the content that we're looking at. When you go through these, you don't have to do them all in one sitting. That's not necessary. But what you do want to do is you want to finish a whole lecture when you go to this. And the reason for that being is that if I sit down and I watch 10 minutes of lecture 1 here, when I open this back up, again, it's going to make me start at the beginning of lecture 1. And it'll keep doing that until I have completely finished lecture 1. So when you finish lecture 1, you're going to see that there is a little checkbox right here, and that will help you to know that, okay, I finished that one, and if I want to take a break, I can take a break, I can come back later. When you finish all of these, you will see your score at the end. And really, if you watch them, go through all of them, you're going to have 100% on this. So it is important that you do this. These are easy points in the class, and this is also something that's really going to benefit you as you're learning the content. I encourage you to take notes as you watch these, just like you would in a regular class. And if you need to pause it so you can take some notes and write something down, there is a pause button there, and then you can resume it and play it more once you're ready. Okay, so those are the lectures. Now, if we finish those and we want to go to the homework, okay, we're just going to scroll again to next, and then we're going to see our homework listed there. Okay, the homework, you get 2 attempts, and the grade that you get is going to be the highest of the 2 attempts. Go through it, do it one time, try your hardest, but then if you miss some questions, study those and try to figure out what went wrong on them, and then take it again so that we maximize the points that we're earning on these homework assignments. The homework assignments are long. You are not expected to sit down and do this just all in one sitting, so 1 hour, knock it out. It's expected to take you some time. You'll probably go through the questions and then go back to the videos a little bit, maybe go back to the textbook a little bit. You can open this up and work on it multiple days. You just want to wait to hit submit until you're completely done with it. When you hit submit, then it's going to be graded and you won't be able to work on it anymore, at least for that particular attempt. Okay, so this is what we have for each of our chapters. And if we go back here to modules, you can see that module 1, we've got chapter 2, all of the resources and content that's available to you, and then you have the lectures to watch, you have the homework. Same thing for Chapter 3, same thing for Chapter 4. When you get to the study sheets, there is information about the study sheets and what's involved with those. Keep in mind again that this is something that you must submit on time. Absolutely no late submissions are accepted on this because again, it's extra credit and it's meant to help you prepare really before the last minute for the exams in this class. Okay, so that is where the information is located at. Your actual content is really located in modules, so you will be going to the modules link quite a bit. You can also click on syllabus, just another look at the course syllabus, another way that it's displayed, but it's really covering the same information as what I showed you before. You might also want to go to discussions. Okay, discussions, you're going to have an introduction discussion, and if you click on that, you'll have information about that. And then there's also one for you to post questions about the course. So if there's anything that is content related, it could even be technical issues, you can post them on there. I encourage you to subscribe to that particular discussion so when your classmates post something, you will see it. And then also, I'm going to be watching those, you're going to be watching them. So if somebody asks a question and you know the answer, feel free to jump on there and help them out. And I'll be doing the same thing. That's the best way for us to communicate about the content is posted on there. A lot of times students have the same questions, so I like for one student to ask it there and then I can kind of answer it for everybody. Now, if you do have a question that is related to your grade or of a personal nature, definitely don't post it on there. You'll want to email me directly for that, and then I can respond to you in a private manner. Last place is the grades. Okay, so when you take assignments and they're graded, it's going to go right into the grade book in Canvas. You will always have a running total of what your grade in this course is. So I encourage you to review that pretty regularly. Really, after you submit an assignment, I suggest you go and you just take a look at your grades and where you're at in the course. If you have any questions about your grade, your standing, reach out to me and let me know. We definitely want to deal with these types of matters before we get to the very end of the course. Okay, so that's an overview of the course, where the information is located at, where the syllabus is, the schedule for the course. I'm looking forward to a good semester, and I, again, want all of you to feel free reaching out to me if you have any questions at all, and we can communicate here in Canvas. Feel free to email me anytime.